There is a place on the internet that governments cannot control, that police cannot reach, where people buy and sell things that would make your stomach turn, where humans disappear and are never found again. You've heard the name, but you have no idea what actually happens inside. This is the dark web, and once you see what's in it, you can't unsee it. What is the dark web? Most people think the internet is what they see every day. Google, YouTube, Instagram. But what they don't know is that this visible internet is only 4% of what actually exists online. The other 96% is hidden, divided into two parts, the deep web and the dark web. The deep web includes things like your bank account, private emails, medical records, things hidden but not dangerous. But the dark web is different. It requires special software to access. It was originally built by the U.S. military to communicate in secret, but it was quickly taken over by something far darker. What's actually inside? Once inside the dark web, you enter a world with no rules. The first thing most people find are the marketplaces. They look exactly like Amazon: ratings, reviews, customer service. But instead of books and electronics, they sell drugs, weapons, stolen identities, and fake passports. The most famous marketplace was called Silk Road. At its peak, it processed over $9 million in transactions every single month, all paid in Bitcoin, completely untraceable. It ran for 2 years before the FBI finally shut it down in 2013. But when Silk Road closed, 10 more opened in its place. The people who run it, the man behind Silk Road, was Ross Ulbricht. He wasn't a gangster or criminal mastermind. He was a 29-year-old physics graduate from Texas. He called himself Dread Pirate Roberts online. He believed he was creating a free market beyond government control. At his peak, he was worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He was caught in a San Francisco public library, sitting at his laptop when FBI agents grabbed him from behind. He is now serving 2 life sentences with no possibility of parole. But for every Ross Ulbricht caught, there are hundreds more who were never found. The darkest corners, but the marketplaces are just the beginning. Deeper inside the dark web, things get much worse. There are forums where hackers sell access to hospital systems, power grids, and government databases. There are hired killers who advertise their services with price lists. Investigators who have gone undercover say the experience changes you permanently. One FBI agent described it as opening a door you can never close again. Most disturbing of all are the human trafficking networks. Organized, professional, and nearly impossible to shut down. Interpol estimates that thousands of people are traded through dark web networks every single year. Can it be stopped? Every year, governments around the world launch massive operations to shut down dark web networks. In 2021, Europol took down Dark Market, the world's largest illegal marketplace at the time, with over 500,000 users. In 2022, Hydra Market was seized. It had processed over $5 billion in transactions. But every time one network falls, another rises within weeks. The dark web was not built to be shut down. It was built to survive. And as long as there is demand for drugs, for weapons, for stolen data, there will always be someone willing to supply it. In the shadows, real stories that will disturb you. In 2015, a man in Italy ordered a hitman through the dark web to kill his business partner. The hitman turned out to be an undercover police officer. In 2017, a teenager in the UK accessed dark web forums and found instructions that led to a tragedy that shocked his entire city. In 2020, a hacker sold the personal data of 500 million Facebook users for less than the price of a coffee. All on the dark web. These aren't movies. These aren't stories. These happened. And they are happening right now while you watch this video. What you don't know can hurt you. Here's something most people don't realize. Your data is probably already on the dark web. Every major data breach in the last 10 years ended up there. Your email, your password, your credit card number, your home address. Cybersecurity experts estimate that over 15 billion stolen credentials are currently being traded on dark web forums. Right now, as you watch this, the question isn't whether your information is out there. The question is, who has it, and what are they doing with it? The dark web is not a myth. It is not a movie. It exists right now, running beneath the internet you use every day. And the most disturbing truth is this: it is growing. Every year, more users, more markets, more crimes, more victims. Governments are fighting back. But the dark web was built to survive everything they throw at it. The question that keeps cybersecurity experts awake at night is not how to shut it down. It's what happens when it becomes too big to fight. If this kept you up at night, you're paying attention. Subscribe to Dark Minds, because next time, the story gets even darker.